Are you planning to sit for the PMP exam? You should be aware of the PMP exam structure. Once you've passed the PMP eligibility requirements, and after your PMP preparation, you can schedule your PMP exam through a Pearson VUE Prometric Test Center. You can find the nearest PMP exam test center from the Pearson VUE website. You will have 4 hours to answer 200 questions during your PMP exam. Note that 25 of these questions are for quality measurement purposes of PMI, and they are not scored. However, you will not be notified which questions are scored or not scored throughout your exam. Therefore, take each PMP exam question seriously. There will be 4 options for each question, and you must select one of the correct options. You will have features like scratch paper and mark a question throughout your PMP exam. So if you are unsure of your answer for a particular question, or if you wish to review your answers later, you can mark it. Then, you can go over your marked questions before you complete your PMP exam. PMP exam questions come from several domains, processes, and project management groups. PMP exam questions assess your technical knowledge, your theoretical knowledge, and your practical experience as well. Let's examine 3 different PMP exam questions for each of these categories now. 1. Sample PMP exam question, assessing technical knowledge. During project executing, a team member comes to the project manager because he's not sure of what work he needs to accomplish on the project. Which of the following documents contain detailed descriptions of work packages? A. WBS dictionary. B. Activity list. C. Project scope statement. Or D. Scope management plan. The answer is A. The WBS dictionary. Work packages in a work breakdown structure contain only nouns or a couple of words regarding a work or deliverable. Detailed information on what needs to be done, responsible, prerequisites, successors, due date, etc. are included in the Work Breakdown Structure Dictionary. PMP Knowledge Area, Scope Management Knowledge Area. 2. Sample PMP exam question, assessing theoretical knowledge. A Schedule Performance Index, or SPI, of 0.75 means A. The project is over budget. B. The project is ahead of schedule. C. The project is progressing at 75% of the rate originally planned. Or D. The project is progressing at 25% of the rate originally planned. The answer is C. The project is progressing at 75% of the rate originally planned. A is irrelevant because SPI is a Schedule Performance Index. We cannot derive any conclusion about budget performance of the project with this index. B is not correct because SPI is less than 1, therefore the project is behind schedule. And D says that you've completed 25% of the work that you have originally planned, so it's not correct. The correct answer here is C, because an SPI of 0.75 means you have completed 75% of your work that you've originally planned. PMP Knowledge Area, Cost Management Knowledge Area. 3. Sample PMP exam question, assessing practical experience. During a meeting with some of the project stakeholders, the project manager is asked to add work to the project scope. The project manager had access to correspondence about the project before the project charter was signed and remembers that the project sponsor specifically denied funding for the scope mentioned by these stakeholders. The best thing for the project manager to do is to A. Let the sponsor know of the stakeholder's request. B. Evaluate the impact of adding the scope. C. Tell the stakeholders the scope cannot be added. Or D. Add the work if there is time available in the project schedule. The answer is C. Tell the stakeholders the scope cannot be added. After the scope of a project is finalized and the scope baseline is determined, it can be changed only with the approved change requests. If there is not an approved change request, existing scope baseline must be valid and the project team must work on to deliver that scope only. In the scenario, scope is defined already, but some stakeholders ask to add new work to the scope. This cannot be done unless there is an approved change request. Therefore, stakeholders must be informed that this new work cannot be added. Knowledge Area, Scope Management Knowledge Area. To summarize, there are 200 multiple-choice questions in the PMP exam, and you will have 4 hours to complete the exam. The exam is conducted by Pearson VUE test centers. PMP questions will assess your situation, theoretical and practical project management experience and knowledge. You can visit the description area of this video to find more details about the PMP exam structure. I wish you success in your PMP journey.